So fasting, it can be great and it can be not so great. It can be good, it can be bad. In my history, health history, life history, spiritual history, I have done fasting in numerous ways, numerous times. And when I was younger, I did it and it wasn't healthy for me. So to some extent, yes, fasting has its benefits. You can slow down and relax your digestive system. It doesn't have to be working every 8 hours or whatever. And excuse me, gotta clear my throat. Anyways, I'm gonna need a drink of this tea. Drinking some Tulsi tea today. It's one of my favorites, great for adrenal health. Okay. So fasting, as I was saying, when I was younger, I fasted on a regular basis. Sometimes it was regular that I fast 3 days a week. Sometimes I fasted 2 days a week. And I mostly did it for spiritual reasons. And I had an amazing walk with God, and some supernatural stuff happened throughout that time. So many things that really blessed my life. And it really did help me to commune with God and really get to know Him. And in a lot of ways, I would never change a thing of what I did and what I went through. But now, I mean, there's things I could add in that would greatly benefit my overall success in fasting and things of that nature. So the bad first. It was really bad for me because I had a terrible diet. I had a lot of processed foods. I ate fast food. I drank the worst things ever. And for me, the diet was terrible. And it made me loaded up with toxins. And anytime I started fasting, I would eliminate those toxins. But it led to severe problems for me, like mental health issues, because the toxin load was being dumped into my system and then I wasn't reacting or thinking properly. It led to a lot of troubles. It was just terrible, and all my family members were talking about how bad it was for me to fast and how I should never fast. But it wasn't the fact that it was bad to fast. It was the fact that my diet was so horrible, and the toxic load in my system every time I started fasting got so high because of the process of autophagy, which is really fascinating stuff. Autophagy, we've known about, is when cells clean out their internal structures and revitalize the cell, instead of apoptosis, which is cell death. So if you want to learn more about that, the Nobel Prize winner of 2016 did it all on autophagy, and it's fascinating. Some of the details were that autophagy is maximized in 7 days. A lot of people, if they're ketogenic, can get into autophagy in as little as, say, 12 to 16 hours, maybe 18 hours. It just varies from person to person. And it can help you clear mental plaque buildup, and a lot of other health benefits can result as of fasting. But in the beginning for me, like I was saying, my fasting ability and my fasting that I went through, it just made me detox and didn't help me think clearly during those times. I was so toxic and resulted in so many problems for me. So the Global Healing Center in Texas has got this guy that runs a place, and he's done a lot of research talking about overall fasting benefits, health benefits, the way it can accelerate healing in so many different ways, and how it's good for your body, and how throughout history it was a very normal thing for us to go days without having anything to eat, just basically just drinking water. And yeah, to some extent, it's absolutely true. But those first 3 days are always the hardest, because that's the heaviest amount of detoxing that's going to go through your system. And those are the crucial times. Like nowadays, now I know there's so many different ways that you can detox, and I've got videos all about detox in a playlist on my channel. And I would highly suggest you guys learn about the detox system so that you know what's happening to your body if you're going to choose fasting. So yes, the good part is it can really benefit your health. It can really benefit your spiritual health. It can really benefit you in so many different ways. Like just recently, just yesterday, I made a video about color therapy, and I talked about the lime green sweater that I have and how I really loved the benefits of that and how I felt that was amazing. So during this time recently that I did a 7-day fast where I was just primarily trying to fast to eliminate parasites, I was doing the color therapy as well. And because I was in a fasted state, because I was focusing on healing my emotions and wearing a orange t-shirt, which kind of represents that second chakra for overall healings, emotions, and all those things. My marital relationship, we experienced quite a lot of breakthrough and made things so much better for ourselves and dealt with a lot of issues that we hadn't talked about that we needed to bring up. And it just became me being vulnerable with my wife again, and it brought us closer, and it was an amazing time. And your entire life does stand to benefit, not just fasting as a means of healing your body, but as a means of healing your relationships, as a means of you connecting with your heart, connecting with other people's hearts, connecting with the world around you. And so many ways, there's all these things that we can do to naturally attain better health. And I mean, it even reminds me of a video I made probably about half a year ago now that was about cutting my hair along with the moon phases and how that could help me to become more sensitive to the world around me. And so fasting, you really stand to benefit. And know your body, know about detox, learn about detoxing your body. And that was probably the simplest thing to make the biggest difference for me, is learning those things and implementing something before going into fasted states. Because if you have a heavy load of toxins, like I said, it could cause you to really disconnect from reality due to the toxins leaving your system. It could make you feel horrible. But yeah, fasting's good, fasting's bad. It's a little bit of rambling. Thanks for listening, guys. Stay healthy.